Hello friends, today we will be talking about Central Limit Theorem, a key result in statistics. Here it says the most important result in statistics. Our focus will be to give the intuition of the Central Limit Theorem and talk about its exam use. Why CLT is everywhere? CLT is everywhere. We know it is used in estimation, hypothesis testing, confidence intervals, quality control, machine learning, data science. It is heavily used. Central limit theorem is everywhere. It's a key result in statistics used everywhere. So what is central limit theorem? Let x1, x2, xn be IID random variables with EXI equal to mean, EXI equal to mu. The mean of each random variable is mu. It is IID, independent and identically distributed random variables. And variance of xi is sigma square, which is a finite value, which takes a finite value. Variance of xi is unknown but finite. Then, by the central limit theorem, we can say that x minus mu is distributed as sigma by root n. X minus mu by sigma by root n is distributed as normal 0, 1 as n goes to infinity. So that is the central limit theorem. You start with any population and take and observe values x1, x2, xn, which are IID random variables. With EXI equal to mu and variance of xi equal to sigma square, then x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. Sigma by root n is the sample standard error. X bar minus mu by sigma by root n distributed as normal 0, 1. So the key idea is sample mean becomes normal as n increases. So that is central limit theorem. Some intuitions behind CLT. Individual observations may be skewed or irregular. We don't care about the individual observations. Those may be non-normal and skewed, etc., irregular. But we just need in identical copies x1, x2, xn. Averaging smooths out randomness. So there is randomness which smooths out and the trend becomes seeable. Many small independent effects combine, resulting shape is bell-shaped normal distribution. The key idea is noise cancels out and signal remains in the observation. So that is the intuition behind CLT. Why CLT does not, what CLT does not require? CLT doesn't require the original distribution to be normal. Original distribution could be anything. It could be a discrete, continuous, skewed, symmetric, whatever it is. Original distribution need not be normal. It could be discrete or continuous. And shape can be skewed or uniform. Shape could be skewed or uniform. The only requirements for CLT is independence, identical distribution, and finite variance. Sigma square is finite. I talked about it. So independence, whenever we get independence, identical distribution, and finite variance in the data, we could blindfoldly use central limit theorem and average x minus mu by sigma by root n as normal 0, 1. That is the base of the Z statistics. CLT versus law of large number. Law of large number says x bar, the sample average, goes to mean in probability. But CLT says the distribution of x bar goes to normal. So there is a difference. Law of large number talks about the weak convergence to a certain point, but CLT talks about the convergence of the distribution. Law of large number is convergence in probability, and CLT is convergence in distribution. Law of large number, there is no shape information, and CLT there is normal shape. Exam tip: law of large number talks about the value, convergence in value, convergence in probability. CLT talks about the distribution, convergence in distribution. We could calculate the standard error using CLT. For CLT, we know x bar is distributed as normal mu sigma square by n. So the standard error is sigma by root n. Standard error of x bar is sigma by root n. That is clear from the normal distribution. So as n increases, standard error goes to 0. So increasing n, less variability. Some rule of thumb on the sample size: if we have n greater than or equal to 30, then we can use CLT. CLT works well for most exams. And if it is symmetric distribution is smaller than if the original distribution is symmetric, then we can apply CLT with smaller n also. And for heavily skewed, it is right-tailed or left-tailed, the original distribution, then we need larger n. For exam shortcut, if n greater than or equal to 30, apply CLT safely. Typical exam problem: given given mu equal to 50, sigma equal to 10, n equal to 100, find the probability x bar greater than 52. So the solution is calculate the z statistics: 52 minus 50 by sigma by root n, 10 by root 100, which turns out to be 2. So applying CLT, we can say that probability x bar bigger than 52 is probability z greater than 2, which is 0.0228. So we can find the probability using the CLT, applying CLT and using the z statistics, z scores. Why CLT is so powerful? Justifies normal approximation, foundation of confidence intervals. We can calculate the confidence intervals using CLT. Basis of Z and T test. Z and T test are based on the asymptotic normal nature. Works even when population is unknown. We don't need to know much about the population distribution, but if the n is large, n is bigger than 30, then we can apply CLT. One line exam summary: regardless of the parent distribution, the sample mean tends to normality as n goes to infinity. This is why CLT is the backbone of the statistics. I'll stop here. Thank you.